I've been watching Curious Mark do repairs, and he's a really pretty cool guy. He's got a bunch of equipment. I got a bunch of equipment. He's got a lot more than I do, but after he repaired his 8568 sort of motivated me to get mine repaired too. Mine's kind of weird. It's got 4 boards instead of the 2, and it's got a separate memory board. That's the yellow one. It's got a separate memory board from the processor board. That metal can there, that's the microprocessor. It's got a special HP microprocessor in there, and I'm not sure what range of serial number this one is that has the 4 boards. It's kind of weird because the battery, you can't really see it. The battery, there we go. The battery connection's there. It's not on the board. It's on the main board. And this one comes with a battery pack. And I had to cut it apart before and rebuild it. And I rebuilt it with nickel metal hydride batteries instead of the NiCads. And that was probably wrong. And I couldn't quite figure out why the battery discharged so fast, because it usually discharges pretty fast. So I built a little resistor charging circuit to help charge it, but I decided to get the proper lithium battery, and you can tell it was sold with the battery pack because this bracket is definitely HP. There's no mistaking it. They put threaded inserts into it, and it's bent, and someone put a lot of effort into that little bracket. So this machine was definitely sold to use almost like a cordless phone battery pack kind of thing. I don't know why that is, why it's so different from the other models, but it is radically different from the other models. So when I went to pull it apart, one of the contacts is completely busted off, and I thought maybe it was discharging so fast because I thought maybe there was like another battery in there that was shorted, and so this was trying to charge the other battery that was shorted, and so it caused a lot of drainage. I don't know, but there's no battery in there. There's no room for any battery. There's absolutely no battery in there whatsoever. So the only battery is that one. So I modified the bracket to hold the 3.6 lithium battery, 3.6 volt lithium battery. And the other weird thing about this is that test point 3 is right there, and STS is right there. So they're not on the same board. So you have to jumper 2 different boards in order to do the memory clear. And you can see that there's no battery. So the memory's been cleared. So this one's kind of a weird one. She's working good. The oven's warm, so That oven's good to go. She works good. And I did a calculation. I looked at the leakage on the battery because the other one discharged so damn fast. It's about 700 microamps. And if you do the calculation, that tabulates out to 3 years. So that's in line with what the manual says. So I think that's going to be okay. And yes, of course, Eeyore is supervising the repair here. So hopefully, I'm gonna button her back up, put the cover back on and everything, get everything back together again, and then we'll do the alignment and get that situated. And the alignment should be done because this is 50 ohm. This is actually 75 ohm, right? Like it says there. But this one's 50 ohm. So the alignment should be done 50 ohm to 50 ohm, right? So we have got to do BNC from the source to the input here, the full span input, right? Because if you try and align it to the 75 ohm, that's a different impedance, so you won't get the same amount of power. Okay, so we're gonna button her back up and then let her run for a while, and then we'll do the alignment. And you want to do it when the oven's stabilized. And this is a box oven, right? You can find these. They're still out there. I have a spare, so it's good to have a spare in case your oven dies. If it dies, it's going to be the heater control, because the rest of it's going to be fine. So we'll get this thing back together again, and I just wanted to point out that test point 3 and STS were on their boards, and yeah, I broke off the extractors. These boards are really in there tight. So it's bad on me. You can buy these. You can buy new extractors. I may do that at some point. There's really no need to extract the boards technically unless you want to inspect them. Okay, so that's it for now. Thanks, Mark, for inspiring me to do the repair.